Wait, let me see when I last posted a YouTube video. 11 months ago. So a lot has happened in the past 11 months, including the fact that we graduated high school. Yay! Seeing as we are now fresh out of senior year, we thought that we'd offer some helpful tips for any youngins that are currently entering high school and scared of what's to come. This is my best friend Teresa. We went to elementary school together, we went to middle school together, we went to high school together, and
now college.
Now we're gonna be roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Okay, so we took the time to compile a list of high school tips. So if you are currently entering high school, this video is for you. And even if you're in like your sophomore year or something, these tips can be helpful. Our first tip is don't be the stereotypical freshman. So at our school, there's always those freshmen that love to run to lunch and to class. It's the best thing ever.
I just want to give them a hug and be like, baby, stop. You really don't need to run to class.
You honestly do not need to. Like, you're not going to be late. Your schedule is not formulated in a way at which you're going to have to run to your classes. Like, that's not, no. Be chill. It's fine. Tip number 2, don't make crushes a priority. Oh, do I have stories for you, but we're not going to get into that. It's fine. I don't want anyone to see this and be like, she's talking about me. I did that a lot of times during high school, and I don't recommend it. Although I always kept my grades up, I definitely made crushes and relationships more of a priority than I should have. You learn from those like stupid mistakes that you make. Don't like swear off crushes either, because that's not healthy. Like, you're gonna like a boy or a girl, whatever. Just don't let that interfere with the amount of time that you spend with your friends and the people that actually do care about you, and your family, and with your studies. Please no.
That's very important. A lot of people think like, oh my god, high school, like parties, boys, whatever. No, studies are very important. Please do your work. Please do the best that you can, because if you don't, it will bite you in the bud later.
The bud. Tip number 3, don't let what people say get to you a lot.
People are going to talk a lot. They're going to come up with stuff about you that you don't even know remotely about. Like, someone you won't even know is going to say something about you and you're going to be like, oh my god, what? But if people are going to talk regardless of what you do, how, you know, perfect you like behave yourself or whatever, people are going to talk no matter what. So at that point, you just kind of have to ignore it and move on with your life, because those people are just looking for a reaction from you. And you don't want to give it to them. You know your truth. The people that matter know your truth. So what other people say is just kind of irrelevant.
And people just want to talk, like, all the time. That's their favorite thing to do. People love to gossip and make up stories because it entertains them. So don't be one of those people, and don't let those people get to you. Tip number 4, don't put too much on your plate. Freshman year, we joined the drama club, and we were also in an honors program, which was literally like the most rigorous program that we possibly could have taken. It was a fun time, not gonna lie, but we literally had no time to do anything other than go to drama practice and study for tests and do homework. If you see that something is taking up too much of your time and it's not genuinely super important to you, drop it.
Because in our case, drama was really fun, drama was really great, but neither of us are passionate about it.
Tip number 5, it is none of our business what you do on your free time. However, posting these activities on social media, such as doing drugs, drinking, etc., anything illegal that you youngins are too young to be doing, does not make you cool or popular, and it doesn't qualify you as better than anyone else. Number 6, be careful what you post online. Oh my god, if I had to count the amount of atrocious things that I've seen on my social media during my 4 years of high school, I would literally like not be able to. I don't know if there's such a big number that could count all those things. Like I said in the last tip, it is none of anyone else's business what you do on your free time. But if you're constantly posting things that you know you shouldn't be posting, you're literally asking to get caught. If you're feeling a little crazy, you're doing something a little crazy, okay, up to you. you deal with the aftermath. But if you're posting it on social media for everyone to see, you're running the risk of somebody who could get you in trouble seeing, and somebody snitching on you. And that's not a fun time.
And stuff stays online for a really long time. Even if you post and delete like 2 seconds later, someone could have seen it, someone could have screenshotted it, screen recorded it, whatever. And I don't think you really want certain things really circulating in the interwebs.
So just stay on the safe side, and if you're partaking in some sort of activity that you don't want people to know about, don't post
about it. Don't take pictures. Don't send pictures. Don't send Snapchats. None of that.
We're not advertising the party lifestyle, but we can't tell you what to do. Number 7, don't trust everyone.
If I could take back a lot of the things that I have revealed to a lot of people who I no longer trust, I would.
It's inevitably gonna happen with certain people, so you have to pick and choose very carefully who you trust with personal things. And there are some things that you shouldn't tell anyone at all, period.
Keep a journal. Write it down in your journal.
I keep a journal. Wait.
Boy, do we keep journals.
Here she is. No one has access to it. No one can go and spread my information or secrets around because it's right here. Her. Number 8, prioritize meaningful friendships. Boy, I tell you, I have not prioritized certain friendships, and I have also seen people not prioritize their friendship with me or with somebody else that I know, and it is a big mistake. If you know that you can trust someone and that someone cares about you, it really sucks if you don't nurture your relationship with them and you kind of throw it on the back burner in order to pursue some other thing. Let's say you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. This is not about anyone in specific, because this literally happens all the time to people. You get in a relationship and you only focus on the person that you're dating. It's all about the person that you're going out with. That is a huge mistake. The chances of your relationship from high school lasting forever or being the person that you marry are slim to none. If you think that it's super cute to be with your boo all the time and be like, oh my god, babe, and literally spend every waking moment with them and not do anything else.
Big mistake.
And this goes for other things too, like if you're prioritizing partying
or hanging out with a certain group of people because you think that they're cool and you shut out your actual friends. That's a big mistake, because at the end of the day, when you graduate, your actual friends, the people that actually care about you, are the people that are going to stick with you once you don't see each other every day in school.
Number 9, if you want to go to college, prepare for the SAT/ACT. This is a huge thing. Whether you agree with the SAT and ACT or not, it is something that most colleges look at. So if you want to go to college, especially if you want to get into one of those top tier universities, even a lot of state schools and schools that may be around your area, they're gonna be demanding a high SAT score. So try to boost that as much as you can. You don't have to go and spend $1 million on tutoring and stuff, because there's literally so many resources online. I kind of regret not using those as much as I should have. Khan Academy is really helpful. You can watch YouTube videos too. There's a lot of people that have taken the SAT and ACT and they know what goes down, and they can give you the scoop, the 411.
And if you know that test taking is not your skill, if you've tried several times to get a high SAT score and it's just not happening for you, focus on your other things, because there are a lot of colleges that look at your whole profile holistically and they don't just focus on the SAT or just on your grades. Make sure you don't just succeed in one area.
If you're considering certain schools, make sure you investigate how they feel about the SAT and ACT. Do they consider it a lot, or do they consider it amongst other things? For number 10, we wrote no regrets. Don't get the reference, then I'm sorry. Basically what this means is don't dwell on your mistakes. Don't regret the things that you may have done wrong throughout high school, or things that you think you did wrong, because chances are these mistakes are things that are shaping you into the person that you are and teaching you valuable life lessons. Because there's plenty of things, if I look at my high school career, there's plenty of things that I could nitpick and be like, oh my god, why did I do that? These experiences that you have with mistakes are things that teach you for the future.
And A lot of these mistakes will make for fun stories in the future. You know, you just gotta laugh. Learn to laugh at yourself. If you do one really embarrassing thing, it probably wasn't as bad as you think it was.
That has been our 10 tips for high schoolers, namely freshmen, because there's a lot of tips for freshmen, but if you're not a freshman, you can still use some of these.
You can still use these out of high school. So a lot of these are applicable in other areas of life.
I definitely will apply some of these to my college experience.
With me.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, babe! So yeah, that's the end of our little spiel. I hope you enjoyed. Bye! Oh my god, that's really annoying. If Miss Dubon sees this, she's gonna be like, oh my god, that's how you always say bye!
That's gonna be the thumbnail. You need a thumbnail.
Bye!
Okay, bye!